This is why you're afraid of being seen as the ambitious woman. The hardest part about becoming the woman you want to be isn't about the work. It's letting people see you becoming hard. Because the moment people see you, they get to judge you, misunderstand you, project onto you, perhaps even leave you. And somewhere along the way, you stopped asking, how can I become all I'm capable of? And started asking, how can I become successful without being too visible? That question changes everything. Because now you don't just hide your failures. You hide your ambitions, your ideas, your gifts. Not because you're ashamed of them, but because somewhere being seen stopped feeling safe. I'm Dr. Princess, PharmD, and if you've ever felt yourself holding back, even though you know you're capable of more, this is for you. Number one, you made other people's comfort your responsibility. You started carrying something that was never yours, other people's comfort. You worried about looking arrogant, looking too intimidating, looking too much. So before anyone had the chance to feel uncomfortable, you made yourself smaller first. Not because you lacked confidence, but because you became responsible for everyone else's emotional experience. I noticed years ago when I started first posting online, I would finish recording a video and instead of asking, did I tell the truth? I'd ask, will people think I'm full of myself? Both questions, but two very different intentions. One was about purpose, the other was about permission. And without realizing it, I was editing myself before anyone had even seen me. You're not responsible for managing other people's comfort. The people who are threatened by your light wouldn't be comforted by your darkness either. If you're an ambitious woman trying to reconnect with the versions of yourself you've abandoned in order to survive, I send one practical insight every week on healing hidden wounds, rebuilding your confidence, and becoming the woman you were always meant to be. Number two, you believe success makes you feel less lovable. This one is insidious because most ambitious women never say it out loud, but many of us feel it. If I become too successful, will anyone still want me? Will people feel intimidated? Will dating become harder? Will friendships change? Will people secretly resent me? So you find yourself doing something strange. You celebrate quietly, downplay your wins, minimize your success, not because you're meek, but because being loved feels more important than being envied. I recall hesitating to share some of the things I was proud of. Finishing my doctorate at 22, becoming Miss World Delaware, making bank working from home. Not because I wasn't proud of them, but because I worried they would change how people saw me. A mentor of mine once told me I came across pompous. He was white, by the way. Looking back, I wasn't protecting those relationships. No, I was protecting myself from what visibility might cost me. You're not afraid of sharing your success. You're afraid of what sharing it might cost you. The people meant for your life won't require you to hide the life you've built. Number three, you keep waiting to feel ready. This is one of the most convenient lies we tell ourselves because it sounds responsible. I just need a little more research, one more year, one more course, one more little tweak. But readiness has no finish line because this isn't about competence. It's about exposure. The moment you launch, people can judge it. The moment you speak, people can disagree. The moment you become visible, you lose control of how you're perceived. So your brain creates another milestone, not to prepare you, but to protect you. For years, I told myself I wasn't ready to start YouTube. I just needed a little more research, build a little more confidence, learn from one great speaker. So I'd spend hours listening to Abraham Hicks, Les Brown, Jim Rohn, anyone who could make me feel more prepared. Looking back, I wasn't building confidence. No, I was just postponing visibility because research felt productive. It was also the safest place to hide. Sometimes perfectionism isn't excellence. It's fear wearing a productive badge. The version of you you're waiting to become is built by you being seen, not before it. Number four, you're afraid of what being seen might cost you. This is the part most women don't want to admit. You don't fear visibility. You fear the price that sometimes comes with it. Once people see you, they can judge you, misunderstand your intentions, envy you, compete with you, or better still, leave you. So hiding starts to feel safer, not because you're afraid of success, but because you're afraid of what comes with it. For years, I held back on talking about some uncomfortable truths: family, race, jealousy, the insecurities we all carry but rarely admit. Because I knew once I said them out loud, people could twist my words, judge my intentions, or decide who I was from a single clip online. But therapy taught me something. Hiding has a cost too. And if being honest helps even one of you women get to where it took me years to get, then it's worth it. You don't fear being seen. You fear what visibility might cost you. Stop asking, what if people judge me? And start asking, what if the right people finally find me? Can I tell you something? I don't think you're hiding because you're weak. I think you're hiding because hiding once worked. Maybe staying quiet kept the peace. Staying small kept relationships. Maybe not standing out kept you safe. I understand. I did those too. So I'm not asking you to judge that version of yourself. She was protecting you. I'm asking, does she still need to? Because at some point, the very thing that protected you can become the very thing that limits you. All right, let's keep going. Number 5, you learned that mistakes become public. Failure was never the problem. No, being witnessed while failing was. And I think we can all relate to that. Because ambitious women don't just imagine success. No, we imagine embarrassment too. People saying, I knew she couldn't do it. She wasn't ready. She thinks she's all that. So instead of risking public failure, you delay public action. I'm not going to lie. There were moments I questioned sharing the more personal parts of my life. Family, mistakes, vulnerabilities, decisions that I'm not proud of. Because once they're public, people can use them against you. But who cares? And yes, that scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I also knew if I wanted to help you women, I couldn't keep hiding behind the polished version of myself. That's inauthentic and ineffective. Your mistakes were never the problem. Believing they disqualified you from being seen was. Mistakes are meant to be integrated, not hidden. Number 6, you think visibility is a life contract. This one is interesting because sometimes we don't avoid visibility because of today. We avoid it because of tomorrow. Because once people know you publicly, they expect things from you. Consistency, confidence, perfection, answers, and leadership. And suddenly, visibility starts to feel like a performance. You can never stop. So staying hidden feels easier because hidden people don't have expectations to carry. Visibility doesn't trap you. The pressure to be perfect does. You don't owe people perfection. You owe yourself honesty. Number 7, you started believing visibility had to be earned. I think this is the real wound. Somewhere, you stopped believing you were enough as you are. So you told yourself, just a little more experience, a little more polishing, a little more proof, then I'll be ready. Deserve visibility, success, love, decency. But notice something. Every time you reached one milestone, your mind created another because the issue was never readiness, it was worthiness. For years, I held back applying for a promotion. I kept telling myself, I wasn't ready. I need more experience. Maybe those people in those positions knew something I didn't. So stupid. But one day, it hit me. I already had the same doctorate as they did. They didn't have 2 heads. The only thing standing between me and that opportunity was the story I've been telling myself. Worthiness doesn't come before visibility. It grows through visibility. You do not earn the right to take up space. You decide to. You were never afraid of ambition. You were never afraid of success. You were afraid of what visibility might ask of you. And honestly, that makes sense. Because for a long time, staying unseen protected you. It protected your peace, your relationships, your heart. But not everything that protected you then is meant to protect you forever. Visibility isn't the opposite of humility. It's the willingness to stop apologizing for your existence. You don't have to become louder. You don't have to become someone else. else. You simply have to stop negotiating with the woman you are becoming, little by little, not all at once. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's deciding your life is worth being witnessed. If you're looking for deeper support, I also work with a small number of women, one-on-one. You'll find the details below. And if this resonated with you, I've created a free guide to help ambitious women reconnect with parts of yourself you've abandoned in order to survive. You can download it below. The world doesn't need another ambitious woman who hides her gifts to make everyone else comfortable. It needs the woman you've been quietly becoming all along. So let yourself be seen, not because the world needs more from you, but because you deserve to experience all that you can become. I'm Dr. Princess. I'll see you next time.